Wow, Boots. 10 days? That's very good. Technically, it's more than 10 days. It's 10 streams. So, I thought today we would start with a reminder of where we're at and some exciting news. Exciting for me, anyhow. Uh, I went, I went and did some bargain basement shopping today on the auction house across many realms to get some more decor patterns, specifically the drops, because I hate RNG. I did. I bought it. I bought that mural recipe. The bad news is it's 48 lumber per mural. So I need like 100 lumber today to make the two murals. Yeah. Yep. All right. We are in the house. Or at the house, technically. We shall go in. While we're doing that, I'm gonna pop over here with a reminder of what we're aiming for. So this was the cave system that had two levels. This is the top level, and then the hole that looks down on the bottom level. This is the bottom level looking up toward the top. And then this is standing outside looking into the where the two tunnels are. And today we're going to add some of this element, this kind of mural element to the room. I did add a few items since we last met, so we will take a look at that now. All right. In our secret room, behind our secret doors. All right. Now, let's pop back here. We're gonna disappear some of that. So, I believe on stream we did add the light here at the entrance just to uh, give a little bit of contrast here from one room to the next. We have our upstairs and our downstairs tunnels. If we go upward, you will note I have added some more roots and vines and a mushroom. It's not exactly like the one from our screenshots, but it works for me. I did add the Telegris lamp in there to get the purple glow around it. We have our little seating area here with our sack, our lantern. We have our bioluminescent mushrooms here. And you can see I added another stump here. I think I did that on stream last time. And then over here, I started to put together like what the beginning of a mural might look like. And Bree had a very good idea that I should probably pull this out into like its own stone. So you can see here in our example screenshot, right, that uh, the mural has like its own stone that it sits on, like in front of the wall. So I had started putting the one in the room here, like directly on the wall. Uh, but that's actually probably not what we should do. So I need to add a flat boulder in there to pull out and start this. So this is the beginning of our painting up here. We have the plant life that we added last time, our little bioluminescent mushroom here. And you'll remember we brought out our pigment bowls, our paintbrush, and our little hanging gourd. That's upstairs. You can see downstairs now has some more things going on. So we'll go down and take a look at those together. So here I have added just a few more climbing vines to some of these areas where we had some crags in the rock. We have our little bioluminescent mushroom here as well with our kind of Fungarian setup with the barrel and the sack, this time in its original size. I added some mushrooms down here. We have our moss and our flowers here. I added some blue mushrooms back here. Those are new. And these two ferns, not intentionally a reference to Between Two Ferns, but here we are. So we have these are the big palm trees from Razorwind Shores that I have downsized just slightly and then sunk into the floor. And then to match it upstairs, because I couldn't use such a long trunk upstairs, back here I added a little baby fern that is part of the Salt Shoal cluster. So we have a little parity between downstairs and upstairs with the fern. Yay, it's working! Shrug thought we were in an actual cave. So, what do we need to do? Down here, we want to add one of our murals to the wall. I am getting enough to make two because this is a pretty big area. So we could potentially add one behind the ferns or two here. We'll see kind of how they fit. In fact, we could use, let's do this. Let's go to our catalog. Look for our mural, which isn't going to show up apparently. What? What? Why? Do I have any filters on? No. Hold on, let's see. Can we find the full name of this thing? I think it's called Replica Heronir Mural. Huh. Yeah, it's just not in the Try It Out catalog. So they must not have added all the midnight stuff in here yet. Boo. I was gonna try it out so you could see what it looked like. We'll have to make it and go from there. And then the last thing I'd like to do is find a way to add some light to these red paintbrush bushes. Because right now, if you're back here, they look very kind of dull. And I want them to pop like this one does, which has some borrowed light from the entrance. So I want to figure out something to kind of highlight these a little bit more. And it may be that we aren't able to. I scoured WowDB and my catalog to find anything red that didn't throw a yellow glow and was not able to find anything other than the item that I may never have, or maybe I'll have it in like 10 years if I do maybe 5 of these a year. But it is the one from PvP. What is that thing called? Not a gem, a stone, what is the name of that guy? It's the big red gemstone. Although So I don't know if you've been to see Astalor lately. Oh, the Deep Hull Crystal also is not in here? What the hell? But he has some red gems, like, around his place. They all have like a gold, like, loop around them, very similar to the blue one that we have. Um, those are called, they're just called crystals? Yeah. So we have this one, right? There is a red version of this, but so far I haven't been able to figure out how to get my hands on it. I'm assuming it's like way down or way up the ranks with Astalor. But something like this we could shrink down and it would hopefully give a nice red glow and use, but we don't have those yet. So, and the Deep Hull Crystal is not coming up, so yeah, there's nothing that I could find that would give a red glow here. So we may go with a purple glow, we may go with a golden glow. We'll try some things out, see what we like. And if we can get all of that done, then we need to submit it to Waukeia. So I think where I want to start today is with some lumber gathering so we can get our murals in. How does that sound? This is the Herondar Den of Echoes Delve music. It's very good. And we are going to go to Herondar. Also, so I made a list of the remaining profession items that I need, which I figured out also why Homebound was not showing me the profession stuff. It was because for whatever reason they added the midnight stuff but didn't check it as on. So I had to go in and check it on. That was not the character I wanted, but I can show you this on. So blacksmithing and engineering have all their decor recipes as of now. Everybody else still has stuff that they need. And I actually have some that now have enough moxie to get some things. They did not drop the marl pricing for these recipes. So it's 1,500 marl per recipe. And I have so many. And some of them are locked behind the soiree. So it's going to be a while for those. Some people have already unlocked them and are selling them on the auction house for like 300k. We're not gonna buy those at that price. So if you are in Homebound and profession recipes are not showing up for you, it will look like there's no filters on, but if you go to expansions, it's likely that midnight is unchecked. So if you check that, it will show you your progress. You can see I'm doing really well on progress. The lowest one I have is enchanting at 76%. This is one that has a lot locked behind soiree rep. Like all of these animated hammers, the sun wine, and I think there was one other one. I have this campfire now. I also want to make one of those. Because I think that will look cool downstairs, like by our little like crate, or not crate, the barrel and the sack. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for 2 murals, 1 of the campfires. And the campfire requires, let's see, I don't think it was very many, actually. 32. So a sizable amount of lumber. And I currently have 22. So we need about 130 lumber. And I'm not going to look at the number for like all the recipes that I got today, because I also was able to get some. Number one, I realized I hadn't trained, like I had made it to level 80 in leatherworking, and I hadn't trained the two. There was I think it was a pillow and a bed that could be trained on the leatherworker. So I grabbed those, and then I had several of them that had enough moxie to buy stuff from the vendors right there in Silvermoon. So I added multiple items to the list for a first craft, so I can get the house XP from them. And it's like 350 or something lumber total. Some of them are quite reasonable, but some of them, of course, the ones that we most want to craft are not. So that's where we're at. We're gonna go gather up some lumber. And if there are Voidlight Marl quests along the way, we're gonna probably do those, because I need so much.
The den has been ravaged with vermin.
This is not
if we
coffee.
Deal with that problem,
This
the elders
is
will be more favorable with us. Take our Grimlings. They are always up for a
Twinings, buttermint tea. So they don't call it buttermint anymore, which I think is because people thought actually butter was in it, but it's just vanilla and mint together. So it's just an herbal tea. I had a very spicy samosa for lunch that has been burning since like 2 o'clock. So I decided the mint tea was a good way to kind of tamp that down. Yeah, I looked up because it's been called buttermint for ages, and Twinings is a British brand. So yeah, it's not that small, but it is like a hand tossed item that I got from a craft market. Oh gosh, pre-pandemic, maybe 2018. And this, so the name of the company is Centripetal Designs. And I have gotten stuff from her, mugs, like regular mugs, soup mugs, pictures, like she's got all kinds of stuff. I don't have any of her platters, but she makes beautiful platters. So Centripetal Designs in Southeast Michigan, she has great stuff. I mean, it is small, but it is like hefty, which I like about it. Not the smallest one I have from her, though. All right, let's go. Where am I? Oh, I'm over here. Go get some lumber. So, one of the things about lumber in the zone is that...
The den has been ravaged with vermin.
All right, I'm going to do this, otherwise it's going to bug me having her calling me this all day.
Take a Grimlings. They are always up for a meal.
Oh my gosh, 7 to 10 cups that size. That's like a 12-ounce mug, so it still holds a goodly bit. I have one tea mug. Well, my soup mug is like a 4-cup mug, I think. Maybe 3-cup. It's like meant for soup, right? So it's big. But goodness, dude, that's a lot. How many times are you drinking a 32-ounce mug of coffee a day? 3 times then?
One full belly and a few pleased elders. Well done, my friend.
Oh, that's a nice upgrade. All right. No, 7 to 10 times 32 ounces a day. You're going to be like pure caffeine one of these days. We're just going to be able to like touch you and get a high. All right. So if there are enough people farming lumber in this zone, there's a nice tight circle we can do that will have basically constant spawns. Oh, it looks like somebody's coming through here because the guys here that are by one of the spawn points are dead. And you know what? I'm gonna do 2 things. I'm gonna turn off herb tracking and minerals because that's going to annoy the living daylights out of me. And then I'm going to turn Farm HUD on because it's going to be easier to see stuff. So I'm going to be doing this for a bit. If caffeine is the only way that you can handle other people, then go for it. I will not stop you. All right. Farm HUD. All right. And you know what? I might put steady flight on too. We'll see. For now, we'll leave dynamic. Spears. What are you fishing spears for? I got my egg. That's all I need, man. Where are you fishing? Find out. Where's Trugwa? In Azuna? Oh, for Fisher Friend. I see, I see. Don't look at these numbers. They're very intimidating. Hopefully they're too red for you to see them. Oh, nice. The last one. That's excellent. I have like a goal to someday do all of the like family battler things. And I think I started those in Legion and it's a lot. And I get bored very quickly. So bravo for sticking with it because I would have been like, nope, I'm over it now. And moved on. And then the next time I got bored, pick it up again. I don't think Bree hit anybody with a wrench. Oh, we got a treasure. Let it be. Give me some dye. No. But some marl. Well, alright. I'll take that. So yeah, there must be other folks out here because this is the route just around this big column here. If there's enough folks around, you can just endlessly loop through here and get a decent amount of stuff. these little baby lasher guys. I don't like them because you can't like herb them. They're just annoying, and they have like gigantic aggro radius. Only the big ones are herbable. And of course they sit right next to the spawn points. At least this one's fighting a moth, so he has his own shit to worry about instead of me. I do not need any silver mackerel. Thank you, though. You'll have so many of them. You could level cooking on like 100 characters. This guy, the fungal strider, looks so cool if you have an inky black potion on. I came through here the other night with one on, or the other day actually. It looked like night, obviously, but it wasn't. And it was like all the bioluminescent stuff here looked so cool. We're gonna have ads coming up in a minute for the stream. I did adjust them slightly, so it's gonna be 2.5 minutes every 50 minutes. We'll see how that works. If we don't like it, we can put it back to the 1.5 every 30. I don't know. I'm just trying stuff because it felt like it was interrupting a lot. I know most folks... Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Most folks... I don't think anybody wants the mackerels in the guild bank truck. Most folks have some kind of sub on the channel. And of course, I have it set up so if you have a sub, you don't get ads. So. Dang it. The little ones, they always come running. Always. See, this guy is just going about his business. And these little ones are like, no, you can't have this lumber. We shouldn't have to pay you not to put stuff in the guild bank, sir. If there aren't a ton of people farming out here, I actually go all the way out around this area. Oh, it looks like I've got pruning the lattice up there, so maybe we will go up that way anyhow. But yeah, it's very good. We have gotten 40. Well, technically, right, that's just like another 20 because I already had the 22. But we're making progress here. That little guy just stomping around in the grass. And these guys want you to think they're sleeping, but they never sleep through me getting the lumber. Never, ever. Commander's Greaves. I have been getting a lot more, or it feels like I've been getting a lot more random drops of armor, especially like BOE and Warbound armor. And the rares now do give you Warbound stuff, so they must have just been trying to keep a little parity for early release, is my guess. Well, I like it better when stuff hasn't respawned. We're gonna kill these guys so many times today. I always expect to be able to herb those dudes. Never can. And yeah, every time I mouse over them, like, can I skin them? No. Herb them. That is, you know, skinning a plant. Got a rare up here. Might as well go get that guy. Oh, he's just taking a little nap. Well, we're gonna interrupt the nap. Suppose I should have put Mark of the Wild on a while ago. Oh, hello, Pally. I do wonder, because the rotation is so simple for bears, like if I'm missing something I should be doing when I'm in bear form. But I think this is it now. That's just what it is. Get a nice sampling of all the different music in the zone too, and on this route. So much marl. So sparkly. This way.
These vicious Rutani have overgrown blooming lattice. Prune them back.
Gonna hide Farmhood while I do the quest. that guy's elite, so we're not gonna mess with him today. Hopefully. They go like in a loop up there and around and back down here. I do have to say, it feels like this particular world quest takes a lot to like a lot of killing stuff to get it. There's not like a ton of like interactable things that you can use to complete the quest. In fact, I think there's only like some items up on the platforms. Decent amount of XP, not great. I'm probably gonna ding on her again today. That'll bring her to 83. Got more lumber up here. This is the nice part about this quest. There are quite a few lumber nodes that spawn around this area. We're gonna watch for our elite guy so we don't get our asses whooped. There he is right there. So we'll just head this way. I love the tails on these guys. They're so cool looking. Do they still sparkle like that if they're tamed? Because I might tame one if they do. I'll have to ask Revan. I don't know if he's tamed any of these though. After I just complained about how it takes so long to kill stuff, but like these barely give anything, but they're easy to kill, so. Rev, do these little snake plant guys, like here's one down here, they have like a sparkly leaf on their tail? Does that stay if you tame them? Let me see if I can find another example one. Oh, here comes the big guy again. Oh, there's a light one that does? Ho ho ho. Alright. Challenge accepted. I'll have to go find that. I haven't really been playing my hunter though yet. Other than like she's obviously in the neighborhood and in the house, but oh, there it is. Hopper die. Yeah, it's like these little guys. What? Water Strider, why are you trying to kill me? So see how how these little guys have like little things on their tails. Sparkly bioluminescent, feathery looking fauna. Revan does not hate fun. Well, maybe he does. There's a lot of stuff Revan hates, but I don't think fun is one of them. Where's that? Over here somewhere. I really hate these spiky dealios. They hurt. I mean, you hurt yourself on them. Ah, there's a ding. So what have I got here? Oh, excellent. So I just have to decide. Oh, yeah. We'll empower Raise. I really hate that, like, doing your talents knocks you out of whatever form you're in. It's the silliest thing. Like, if you're putting talents in the form, or in the talent tree associated with the form you're in, it should just let you stay there. There is not a talent tree associated with flying Trugwa, though. But it would suck if it... I actually don't know if it knocks you out of travel form. But it does take you out of bear form. I know that. It takes you out of boomkin form, too. I found that out doing Maves. Well, alright. The dragon riding talent tree, like, I don't think it's even really a talent tree anymore, is it, with this expansion? You only have the 2 things that you can adjust. And I don't know about you, but I don't let anybody ride with me. Did I just air quote you? Yes, I did, sir. Oh, nice. What delve were you in, Rev? I keep hearing a noise like there's something attacking me, and it's not. Oh, I like Atalamon. That's one of my favorites. I should check and see what story is in there. Oh my gosh. There must be a tooltip error happening, because it seems to be when I... getting errors when I mouse over her. Him. Them.
Hopefully that will keep them from spilling out further and threatening other areas.
And Trug was saying you hate fun, Rev. That's what you missed while you were in the delve. Because he's Trug. I see we're gonna have quite the extended maintenance on Tuesday for season 1 to start. I got lumber over here, so I'm just gonna pop over. Yeah. The curios can be difficult to find in there for sure. I got a rare up here. Where is it? Oh, it's the one that's down in the water. This guy down here. The turtle has made it to the water. No. This, like, fishy guy. Sarasa. There we go. Got an axe. What is this? So, extended maintenance on Tuesday for season 1, like 4 hours worth of maintenance, I think it said. It's annoying. Means I'll have to actually do work. And probably there will be a download, I'm guessing. I mean, I think we're paying the price for not being down for longer the last couple of weeks. But I am excited for season 1, not for raiding. I know you all want to raid, but I'm excited for the world bosses. Yes, but I actually was like at work this week, so sequestered in a room with 3 other people. At least I'm back to work from home for a bit. Although I have been threatened that perhaps in April we're going to New York, so we'll see. The best part about working from home is no people. Yes, technically. I mean, I still have to have meetings and deal with people. But I don't miss the people on the frickin' highway, I'll tell you that. We had thunderstorms on Wednesday when I went into the office, and everybody had lost their damn minds on the highway. Swerve faster indeed, yes. Although I did get a lot of my book read for book club next week while I was commuting, which was nice. It's a really good book. It's called The Fox Wife by Yang Shishu. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe 2/3 of the way through now. Pretty good. And actually the author reads the audiobook, and she's really good. Not all authors can say that. Some of them are not good narrators, even when they are good authors. I always feel bad when I pull one of the innocent little critters. Thanks, Nestor. I can turn Farm Hut back on now, actually. Instead of constantly looking at my mini-map and the tiny, tiny nodes. There must be somebody out here with me, because almost always there's a node right here and with 2 of the Chloroceras, and haven't seen that at all. The Song of Ice and Fire, you would pay to hear Tolkien read it, or not Tolkien, George R.R. Martin read it. Just so you, I don't think he feels any shame about the smut. Honestly. I feel like there's a point, like he's what, like in his 70s? And I feel like there's a point as you get older where it's just like, this is what it is, man. Although I'm also not writing about incest, so I guess that's a thing. Ah. I was thinking about his books recently because he writes like very detailed scenes, and the way he describes like food and drink in his books is, to me, like really good, and it like makes me actually want to eat the things he talks about. But I ran into the same thing in this book I'm reading, where she was describing well, actually, it wasn't one that I wanted to eat, but she described this like noodle restaurant in such detail about like the kind of greasy spoon kind of style restaurant, and later one of the characters has some noodles while he's there, and later he gets sick from it because it was not the most sanitary place, but the detail reminded me of George R.R. Martin. We had quite the discussion about romance novels last night. Me and Bree and Ash. Saja was there for a bit. So I was also thinking, I don't know if you've done the legends in Harrendar, but there's one that's about the first Harrendar who started like painting their stories and how they got the ink that could like carry like living stories. And they like, as part of that, like the phased part, you're like killing little like beetles to get pigment from them. And they're kind of like glowy, like small beetle-y moth looking things. I was like, I wonder if I could make that in my build. I feel like maybe I could, so I might try it because I think we're going to have time. The submissions don't have to be sent in until the end of the month, so we have some time before we have to submit. Might as well try some stuff out and see what we can get. Yes, we did talk about romance in old movies as well. We were on a roll last night. And yes, Bree did a wonderful critique of the series 1923, which her mom told her about, and how gruesome and graphic that show was. Also, I heard so the writer director of that show, Taylor Sheridan, apparently has more like another, well, like 3 shows coming out this year. One's a spin-off from another one from Yellowstone. One was what was it? One was a standalone, and there was another that was also a... Hi, Rev. Oh, phased right back into some guys here. My parents love Yellowstone. And your mom tries to pretend she's not into it. It kind of reminds me of like Dynasty and stuff when we were young. I feel like it's very similar to that. Yeah, The Madison, which is it's the one that Michelle Pfeiffer is gonna be in, where she moves from New York City to like, I don't know, Montana or something. Hi, Rev. Oi, where did this moth come from? My dad also liked Landman, which we watched. Stinky and I watched that together. That was pretty good. The first season. Wild, but yeah. Ali Larder from Heroes is on that show, and I love her. Rev, I was asking about the little snaky guys, and whether they're the ones with the like glittery tails, whether they retain the glitter tail when you tame them. So they do. Nice. Glowy rather than glittery, but you know what I mean. Shiny. Very pretty. Yeah, that's what I was asking about. I wanted to see if they retained that. So, I gotta bring my hunter out here and tame some stuff. So this is the light one? I think these are, yeah, these are the ones I think that are over by the Rutani spot. I think they're the same color scheme. So yeah, I'll have to bring her out here. I'm way far afield here, but there's lumber, so I guess it doesn't matter. Bye, Rev. Thank you. Ooh, I got a leaf wrap package back here too. There are a few like treasures, the leaf wrapped packages and the barrels around Herondar that are like in walls. And if you use your interact key, I think this one down here is usually one of them that is like You can't see it, but it's here. So if you get right up in here and hit your interact key, you'll be able to get to it. Ah, tamed it in the, oh, in the light bloom area in Eversong is where you tamed it. Nice. That would make sense. Ah, now this one's here. Which means the rhinoceroses probably are as well. So there's like a point here and a spawn point back here. The one back here, he always comes after you. And yes, it's a he because it's a bull. We are at 73, so we're like halfway through here. A bit over halfway through. I do like that they used a lot more choral music in the soundtrack. I've noticed that the last couple of expansions, they tend to use more singing in their soundtracks. I quite like it. Whoops. I did the, what the hell is it called? Thrill of the Chase? Yeah, Thrill of the Chase last night. That will get some adrenaline pumping, let me tell you. That's the one where you go to Voidstorm and you fly up high and the hungering presence chases you. And you gotta go basically, ooh, extreme couponing. 2,500 community coupons. Jiminy Cricket. I think that's as high as you can go right now. Oh, nope, we can go to 5K. We can go to 5K now. So yeah, it's a whole minute you have to do, which takes you literally end to end on that zone. I went like diagonally, and I actually went a little bit past the edge of the zone, which also apparently can kill you if you're not careful. So yeah, it got the adrenaline going for sure. Nice job, Trug, getting a ghost shark. I do have one of those. Oh, I gotta go figure out who has, somebody had one of the, eggs on them. It wasn't not the fishing egg, but the I think it was the one from Eversong for the pet there. Oh, managed to keep him asleep. 99 to go, and then fishing can take a flying leap until the next expansion. Well, alright. You're almost there. I was able, after they reduced the Voidlight Marl prices yesterday in a hot fix, I was able to go and get the last items from vendors that were available but that I hadn't gotten yet. So I got some really cool stuff from Voidstorm and finished off the last little bit in Zulaman. So now all I have are the profession recipes until I get to, like, I think there's more at Renown, at a higher Renown level for most of them. Like, I know at Renown 12 in Voidstorm, or with the Singularity, there was something that I wanted to get. And I think the others have a bit farther, because I'm at 12 with most of them. Let's see. Okay, not most. I'm at 12 with the Amani. I'm not at 12 with the Singularity. There's no way. I think that is Silvermoon. Yeah, that's Silvermoon. I'm at 11 with the Singularity, halfway through. And I finished Lore Master last night, so now I've done all of the side quests in Voidstorm, so now I gotta just do the weeklies and dailies, try and get that last bit of rep in, so I can get to 12. Where is that? Oh, I got a couple, no wonder. So yeah, I have some stuff I want to get, and then all the profession recipes are going to be a pain in the tuchus. Oh. All the critters just attacking. Stinky's watching something about ancient Greece last I knew. And yesterday he was watching something with Rami Malek in it. I don't know. But he has a bunch of dungeons he wants to do. I am not enthused about the dungeons, I have to say. They're not bad. It's just I prefer the delves. I don't know. I feel like the delves are more of a challenge, and sometimes people get a little face rolly in dungeons and I get annoyed. Especially when they do boneheaded things because they're just trying to go fast. Yeah, watch that guy because he'll come after you for that one. You gotta sneak in there when he's not around. Ooh. There's just something so, like, happy about these, like, floppy bits on the Strider. I don't know. Just makes him look like a happy little guy. Actually, I think he's sleeping because I feel like I can hear snoring. These are noise canceling, so sometimes it's hard to tell, but sometimes it's not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's sleeping on the couch. Watching his show about the Roman Empire. Alright, I'm gonna go down the river here a bit because I'm expecting more spawns that I'm getting, so probably whoever was out here also farming has stopped, and now I need to go a little farther afield. These guys are also cool, the Saptors. Definitely taming me one of those. Every time I think it's safe to take a drink of my tea, I find another lumber node. Crown, you say? They've got a lot of these this time around, these like diadems. Not that I mind, I love me a crown. In fact, Trug, oh no, you probably don't remember. Yeah, the devil swords are very, very cool looking.
The root tenders of Harmar
I like the
require
stumpy
help.
one.
Will you lend a hand?
The crown that Trug made me back in Shadowlands? It might have even been before Shadowlands. I still have it. It's like a teal colored crown. My warrior on Dragonblight wears it. Oh, I see. I'm supposed to be pulling. Oh, the tall necks are untamable. Boo. Hey, what are you doing? Ah, I see. They come out when you pull the weeds. Ooh. Ooh, yay. Yes, The Lynx, the Dame Bloodclaw in Eversong also has a crown that drops. That's also, she's also tameable, and that crown stays after she gets tamed. Because I definitely saw that and was like, oh, might have to get me one of those. You did get it? Nice, Rev. There must be like a concurrency issue here. So it would not let me get that for a bit. These make the grossest sound. We're gonna have an ad break in just a few minutes here. I feel like that timing feels a little bit better to me. A little bit longer between breaks, but let me know what you think. I promise nothing exciting will happen while you're gone. Alright, two more of the... here's one. People not cleaning up their plants.
Their roots already look stronger. Thank you for your aid.
Where'd that go? There he is. Oh, and he's just gonna evade. Okay. Poor neglected girl. I hate these things. They are so gross with their eye holes that go through their whole body. Oh, I haven't pulled, what's his face out of the cauldron? Oh no, that's the one you gotta put all the rocks in. We are getting very close to the end of the ad break. Got about 30 seconds left. Welcome back. We are at 111 lumber of about the 150 that we need, so we are very close now. Yep, we definitely have lost our partner in crime, or whoever was also out here lumberjacking. Doesn't take much to get like hyper spawns of lumber as far as like the number of concurrent people, which is really nice, honestly. Lumber seems to be a lot more reliable in its spawn points and frequency than some of the other resources. Let's go get this one first and then we'll come back. So Tuck just mentioned in guild chat that it feels like he's gathering more than what's in his bags. And I think that every time I get one of the sky shards, because I'm like, surely I have like 50 now, and it's like 20. But it's just so obvious when you get one that it makes it feel like you're getting more, I think, than you actually are. And you only ever get one at a time, so. Kind of the problem with lumber, too. Most of the time you just get one. So you're doing a lot of gathering, but not getting a lot of return on investment sometimes. Poor little innocents, always caught in the middle. This is a spawn point that I know, like, I can't, it's right back here. I can't get to it without killing this guy. I have tried. It doesn't work. You can do it without pulling the guy on the other side. The guy on that side. He is no bueno. Guessing these are just the Leaf wrapped packages. Where is it? There it is. I loved this story with Monty and his very big friend. Because if you haven't done it, basically what you do is go get a stuffed animal to take Monty's place with the large sleeping druid bear. Whee! I like the fungal crocs because sometimes they're like inside hollow logs. But the first time I found one, that hollow log bit was because the way the fungal logs come down, there's always like one end that's closed or that's so small you can't get in it. And I kept trying to get in. I'm like, how do you fit inside here? Here's our broken raindrops again. I've seen a bunch of people report that on the forums and on social media. And CS says it is a bug, but they obviously haven't fixed it. Oh, I don't know why that didn't push me. That should have definitely pushed me backward. The guy must have just come through here. There's definitely fewer wildlife than there should be. We are so close. This is the boring part of decorating house, is just having to farm up all the stuff you need to do it. I mean, granted, if you're infinitely rich, then you could just buy it, but last I checked, these were very pricey on the auction house. Which is why I went for the recipe rather than just buying them. I was like, if they're like 17K a piece, I'll just buy them. Like, I can make that back with one sale of a bench. But no, they were not. In fact, I can probably tell you. Let's see here. These are the mural. Yeah, it doesn't show it in that view. I thought maybe PSL would show you what the auction house price is. Yeah, you gotta have the actual item, apparently. But I was looking, so I used the Undermine Exchange earlier to find where stuff was less expensive. So right now the replica Paraneer mural, like the item itself, the least expensive one on our realm is 50K. And the least expensive one across all realms is 30. So, yeah, they're not cheap. boy. I've also been steadily working away at the Horde House and getting some of the new stuff in over there. So the Void Inkwell went in the house over there that has the blue quill in it. And I got one of the spinny book racks from, I think that's from Karis, the Silvermoon Quartermaster. And that looks cool as hell in there. I put one of the little homely shelves next to it. I fixed my facade in the night room and put my I swapped out the one cluster that had the like spiky plants that were coming through the wall. I swapped that out for the one with the little baby flowers in it. So it's coming along. I also swapped out some rugs. Oh, I put the new paintings. I put those in that hallway that goes back to the kitchen. So our gallery wall has lovely Eversong Woods paintings in it now. And we should be able to start getting the framed paintings next week, I think. Hopefully, that's when we'll get the quests that will allow us to unlock those. I'm hoping we get to unlock the last two legends over here as well, because the one, the little sky ball thing, I would like to have that for the build because I think it would look pretty cool. I'll pop down as we come through here and show you the one I'm talking about. Since we're right here, anywho's it. Alright, so here's the relic room with our Casamay guy. It's this thing right here. So it looks like almost like a crystal ball. But it's one of them you can't get yet.
Or learn.
Boo. But they, these are the two you can't get. But this, I think, would look really cool in our cave. I'm hoping they will allow us to get that eventually. I'm gonna abandon that quest for now because I have all these, so I don't need any more. Although I may grab one later so we can go look at those little beetly moth things and get some screenshots. Somebody's been through here because there should be some flowers around and there's not. Lasher type flowers, not technically flowers. I really want some of these frickin' like cup style mushrooms. But I don't think any of that has even been data mined, so it's probably not on the roadmap anytime soon. Speaking of, I would like to have a roadmap for housing. I know they are planning for the Decor PvP to happen with 12.0.5, which I'm very excited about. Like, there's a way to get me to PvP, that is it. Disguise yourself as Decor and play hide and seek. I'm in. I am in. So, hoping that we'll we'll get like a little bit of decor with every thing, like new seasons, new patches, the whole shebang. We'll gather all these guys up because I'm gonna get up there where that lumber is, and they're gonna come out of the come out of the woodwork. Lumber woodwork. I'm still getting house XP. Which is kind of, well, it's great. I love it. But also, here's this guy. Ah, there it is. I'm not trying to like make it happen like immediately. Last time I really jammed on it to try and like get all the XP, but I can't even like, I'm capped on the levels for the house, so it's a little less important now. But yeah, Endeavor XP is still a thing that's happening. Rev, what level is your house now? Didn't you get to 8? I feel like you got like quite high. Yeah, 8. Nice. Oh yeah, that's right. You tried the medium and it took your floating house away. I mean, it didn't take it away, but it did mess up the float. If anybody hasn't been to Rev's house, he has a really cool like cave under his house. So yeah, floating is imperative for that build to happen. But yeah, I've been wanting to try the medium human style houses, and I'm just so worried it's gonna mess stuff up that I haven't done it. So you just gave me more reason to think I should wait on that. I know the plan is to fix that with, I think with 12.0.5. At least it's in the patch notes for that. We are at 146, so just a few more and we'll be done with the farming. Compared to the Blood Elf style, you're not impressed? Yeah. The Blood Elf medium houses are, number one, gigantic, and number two, have just a crap ton of customization available. And the human houses just don't have as much on either side of the coin there. Like, they're not as big. There's not as many customization options. But it's the same thing with the medium orc housing as well. I did not like them. Because I did try that before I went with the Blood Elf one for the Bridgerton house. Yes, typos are allowed here. We can usually figure it out. I mean, Shrug texts me, so that takes a lot of interpretation sometimes. You and your autocorrect, Trug. Many of my initial responses to Trugwa on text are, what? And actually, that's our 150, so I'm gonna head back down here. Sometimes when you text me, you're also sleeping. Yes, that's true. Let me see here. Put this away now. Oops. Yes. That's soulbound? That sucks. I don't need cloth on this here druid. Or mail. That's also soulbound. Listen, asking everyone to alter their sleeping schedules to yours would be not good. None of us would have jobs anymore. You have too erratic sleep schedule, sir. Right, we're gonna put this in our guild bank. Got a goodly bit of plant protein from doing all that too. Lots of stuff for the enchanter to break down. Alright. Let's go make some murals. So the murals are jewel crafting. And I think the campfire is enchanting. We'll start with the jewel crafter. Speaking of texts, I see your giant mug there, Trugwa. Oh, Frankie got a nice new computer. Did Bree build that for her? Because it's cute. Ah, Micro Center. So one of the newsletters I follow, called Garbage Day, they had the main writer for that site, Ryan, was doing a presentation at like a live event on his computer and it died. So he had his computer in at Micro Center on Wednesday, I think it was. Okay, Jake, so I'm so annoyed with where they put decor on the various like professions, because it's different on every one where Decor lives. Some of them it's all the way at the bottom, some of them it's all the way at the top. I would like them to pick a place and stick with it. I know I could use the filter truck, but I'm just saying. Some consistency would be nice. Alright, there's our 2 murals. Alright, and then we need our campfire. Which I'm pretty sure is enchanting. I have so freaking many decor recipes left to get for enchanting. It's just, this is the other thing that bothers me is like some professions have like 10 or 12 recipes and others have like 5. I'm not sure why this is, but like enchanting in particular has a bunch of recipes that have to be purchased, and 4 of them are behind Renown. I did not forget that we signed Roger McCreary. You knew this. You were talking about it yesterday, I'm pretty sure. He came on a very also a very cheap contract, if I remember correctly. Campfire. No, but I'm pretty sure McCreary also came on a very cheap contract. Hang on. Justin Rogers wrote a little thing about each of them. Detroit Football Network. Yeah, they added depth with McCreary. Oh, he didn't put the... He just said it's a 1-year agreement. He didn't say what the amount was. But yeah, he's got little write-ups of all of them that we've added. Yeah, we do go through a lot of cornerbacks, it seems like. Okay, did I learn that? I did. House XP plus 10. Okay. And how much? That leaves me with still 50 lumber. Were any of these? Yeah. So do I want, let's see. That's 18. This one's 50. All right, let's do, I'm also going to make this little mailbox. Oh, Trugwa, we are not shooting any of our players. This is not Old Yeller. Is that maybe tailoring with anything? No. All right, we have all of our things. Let's go to the house. And we still have the draft, and like it's not unusual for us to sign free agents, you know, around the time of OTAs, so I'm sure there will be more to come. Okay. Start with our murals. I feel like one right here might be cool. Let's see how big these bad boys are. Because if it's here, you can see it from upstairs and downstairs. These are gigantic. Move this. Oh, right. It's way down there. Give you a 22, 23-year-old Joey Bosa before his whole body turned to wet paper glass. Yeah. The I feel like from what I've heard there's not a ton of edge depth in this draft class, but looking at where my roots are placed, I'm going to take this tumbleweed out of there. Just move it right down here. That moved it way back. Didn't want it that far back. You know what? I'll just put a new one down. Well, I've heard there's a significant amount of interior D-line that are looking good, but yeah. Certainly the quarterback class of this draft is only okay. So I have this cluster here that I wanted the mushrooms from, and it's got a wee bit of the bush sticking out of there. I'm just gonna turn this a bit so that I can have these mushrooms out here, and the mural isn't pulling attention toward where that bush is sticking out. I'm looking at this little mushroomy guy down here. I think I'm okay with it kind of being in the shadow of the mural. Oh. Alright, let me look at this from upstairs. Oh, yeah. Okay. I like that. And it's getting a good chunk of the light from up here to light it up down there. Mike could also take a look at our lights to see if there's anything we want to use just to highlight it a wee bit more. That like orangey tone. I'm looking for anything that doesn't have a ton of smoke associated with it. But that will give a nice inner glow to this. I might do the, let's try this. I just want it like right behind that center bit. Just to kind of light it up a bit. See how that looks. Nice. I like it. I like it. Then the question becomes, do we want that to be the only one? And the other question is, what does the back of that look like? Let's find out. Okay, so there's design front and back on the murals. which is important because I was thinking about upstairs where we have our mural in progress and how I want to shape what that's going to sit on. So I am going to pull these out. I don't know if you saw what was happening there, but we have a lantern down here that gives off light, and there is an aura. So sometimes when you think you're clicking over here, you're actually grabbing the aura of that lantern. So we have to change our camera angle a little bit so that we can actually get to these. All right, I'm gonna use one of these, but I need to downsize it significantly. I want it to go this direction, and then this direction. I'm gonna push it back here. I'm gonna pull it up a little bit. I want to be careful with this one because it has this like texture on the one end, and I don't really want that texture out. I think this needs to be slightly bigger so we can sink this door into it, but I don't want it too big. All right, let's see how that looks. So bringing that out means we have to move the gourds. Let's move these over. It also means we have to move the table lamp that we're using to light the gourds. And now that these are now that this rock is at a different angle than the wall, I have to see I've grabbed the lantern again. I'm gonna lock that lantern. Thank you, ADT. Also the flat boulder. Lantern, lock that. There we go. All right. Now those aren't gonna move as I move the other things around, and it won't let me like grab them accidentally. All right, root woven door. I need you. So now that we have a surface that is more flat than our previous one, it's going to be slightly more difficult to grab only the part of this door that we want, which is just that center bit, because we're also getting some of the bottom of it. Move the wall drape back in, see how that's looking. I think we're gonna, yeah, have the same rotation problem here, because the wall this was previously in had a different orientation, so we just gotta change that. Oh, there we go. And what I'm looking for here is like enough, so there's a little edge here. So I needed to come off that edge so I could make this look more like strokes by rotating and sinking it so that you get that separation between those strokes. There we go. I just need to hide this little tie. Just gonna turn that. That's actually really nice because we can get a broader stroke with the flatter surface than we could before with the turned surface. This is going to need to go up further. I'm getting some cut through here, so we're just gonna do some more angling to see if we can get what we want. This is where the flatter surface works against us. Getting things placed where we want them and getting the effect we want is slightly more difficult. And these are this is as small as these get, so. Move this door around a bit here. Because now that we have the swags in place, they're slightly different orientation than they were with the other wall. That's why you lock stuff, so you can't grab stuff by accident. Trying to decide what I want the orientation of these two things to be to each other here. I think that's what I want, actually. All right, this door. I need to. I'm going to tip it so the bottom doesn't show, and then I'm going to move it down slightly, and I'm going to downsize it slightly more than we had it before, just so we can sink it without getting quite as much cut through. So we have stuff coming through where that ledge is. Which isn't necessarily bad in and of itself. But what I was aiming for is just having that center part be the piece that came through for us. So close. All right, so what I've done, right, there's still a little bit of door showing through here, but now it's kind of aligned with where these swags are. So it looks more like it's supposed to be there. Also, once we move to the other side of the room, it's probably not going to be as obvious that those are there. Which brown did you want coming back? Only brown I can think of at the moment is AJ Brown, and I know that's not who you're talking about. Evan Brown. All right, I want these back so they're kind of to the side. And then I'm going to pull the table lamp back to light them up again. All right, let's get this from the other side. The guard center that went to the Cardinals. I vaguely remember this. So yeah, this now, Bree was right. This looks much more like the shape and size of the sky down here. It's still not the right color, but we don't have anything in that color. And I think I want to move those flags around a little bit more. So I'm going to work on that as the ads roll, which will happen in a few seconds here. Listen, Bree should be told she's right all the time, because she is. I would worry more about telling you you're right all the time. All right. So, let me think about this. Let me think. Because we have these shapes, right? Down here that almost look like flame. Wondering if I can isolate just one bit of this. Ooh, I can. All right. So I want, again, just that like one bit there. There we go. And then I'm gonna peek through my catalog. I feel like I might have something in the right shape here. I need to go to the one that I can open and look at some things from all directions. All right. I only want the collected stuff. And I feel like I have some stuff that might work here. This is that bookcase I got. I love it so much. Just looking at my reference photo here. For the shape I want. And the color obviously matters too, because it's in these reds. Aha! Okay, hang on. So I was looking for something that might have a bit of the same shape. And then remembered as I looked through the catalog that I have this item from the Diablo crossover. And if we use just a piece of this, I think we can get the shape knocked out a little bit better here. Ah. Ah. Yes. I'm going to make this slightly smaller. Bring it forward again. Yeah, that's more like it. I'm gonna tilt this just so I'm trying to get more of the orange part, less of the black part. Then I can move my swags. Gamble, gamble. Failed me that time. May run into some issues here with the hardware on this drape. I'm gonna tip it just a bit more. Ah! Ha ha ha! All right, now this is starting to look a little bit more like something that's trying to take shape similar to this down here. And it's got enough glowiness on its own that it doesn't need more light. It looks like a work in progress. It has the shapes that we want. I'm happy. I'm happy with that. Okay. So, we have our campfire as well that we want to add to this little tableau here. Let's pull that out because that's probably going to change the lighting down here. When we start thinking about what we want to do with these flowers. I have to decide on where I want this to be placed. I think that's right. I might want it slightly smaller, I'm thinking, because it kind of overwhelms the stuff, and I still want that luminescence of the mushroom to show up. All right, I'm gonna come back out here. So that put a little bit of light on the flowers. They're not quite as dusky as they were before, but they're still not where I want them to be. So, and once again, looking over at this reference, let's take a look over here. So we have this like orangey glow, we have the purple glow. If we look at the items here, we've obviously got the pink. All of the kind of luminescence around these bits. There's quite a bit of gold, so we don't have the red, but let's see what we can do with like a gold in the middle of there so that we get some light between those fronds. All right, let's see what we've got here. I tried a bunch of stuff yesterday, but I was looking for red and purple. So let's see what we can do. I mean, we've got this guy, which is a Heron lamp, which obviously wants to be on the ceiling. we could turn upside down. I only have one of these. I think this was a drop from a delve or a dungeon. So I'm looking for two things here. So this gives a glow back here along the wall. I don't know that it's doing exactly what I want here. Size it down a wee bit. So it looks more aligned with the size of the flower. So I like the color. I like that it looks kind of bioluminescent with that in there, but it's not actually illuminating at the top. Also, I only have one. So we need to go get another one of these. What was that thing called again? Hanging Dawnflower. Let's see. Where was that from? It is a drop from delves. Is it from a specific delve? Or just any delve? It does not say. Ah, the Grudge Pit. All right. I'm writing that down. We're going to go do the Grudge Pit again. Again, I like that gives the bottom of this plant some of that bioluminescence we saw. But I still feel like we're a little too dark up top here compared to what we saw in our photos, which was that the bioluminescence at the top kind of lit the top of the cave. So I want to take a peek at a couple more options here. See if there's anything that gives me what I want. I mean, we have our old trusty standby. If I take this and make it quite small, and then put it up in, let's say, the center of this top one. Like I don't want that lamp peeking out anywhere, so that's all I'm looking for, just making sure it's not, you're not seeing lamp anywhere as you look at this. I suppose you could get very specific to this angle, you could get it, but let's push it back down just a wee bit. And bring it up into the center here. All right, what does that do? Let's see. Ooh. Well, that certainly gives some glow to the flowers themselves, and you're starting to see it up at the top there. You would probably need one in each flower. Or at least the tallest flowers so it wouldn't look weird. So that's an option. That's an easy option because it's a thing you get from the neighborhood vendor. So it's not anything that is difficult to grind. Hiding it is another difficulty. So we'll just have to, I mean, we're taking the pictures, so we could always just make sure the angle's where we want it. Let's see, what else? We have this guy. I don't know what this looks like small, or how much dimmer the light gets. I like this one because it kind of blends in with the color of the stalks. It's got that kind of like purpley kind of color to it, even though the glow itself is more of a golden glow. I feel like you're getting the same effect here that you did with the other lamp. And the other lamp from a budget perspective, like cost of mats, is better. So far the table lamp is winning. If there's anything else we want to take a look at. There was... so I actually think this might work for the little beetle that we want to make. So I'm not going to use that in the plan. The other option is like a purple glow. This is the ship's lantern. You get this on the forward side. I'm gonna shrink it down. Put that up in here and see what that looks like from a distance. This is not a super strong glow compared to the yellower options. We do have a purple glow on the mushroom upstairs. So that is an extremely subtle light. And it's not really giving us much contrast on the ceiling, so I think that one is a no for me. Hopefully I buried that one good though. Let's see. Can I? No. Alright, we'll use the placed item list for that one. Dark ship's lantern. There it is. I mean, we could try a blight fire. I don't know how this is gonna look. Oop. I can tell right now this is not giving a ton. There's a little bit of green glow on the rock behind it. My guess is you're not going to see a ton from back here. Yeah, it kind of looks a little sickly. I don't think I like it. So I think the winner here is the table lamp. I think that's what we're going to use. Yeah, I really buried these well. Oh, I almost had it. There. All right. See what we can do. I gotta go to town because I don't have enough of the table lamps. Let's see here. Where did it go? I have 2. And I need, so for this one I need at least 4. And for this one, yeah, I think at least 4 on each. I'm gonna go with 6 for each, just in case I do want to drop in on those lower ones. All right, let me also, I'm looking at this area here for that other mural because I have the plants here. There's like a nice indent there already. Obviously, it needs to be much smaller. It's kind of an interesting placement, I think. I might even lean it back just a wee bit as if kind of shifted with age. I wonder if there's a, there is a pattern on both sides, but I'm wondering if the pattern is slightly different on the other side. I think it is. Yeah, it's a mirror. I think we're gonna try this side, which means I need to adjust my angles again here. I'm gonna pull it out slightly. Lean it back. Yeah. Yeah. Gonna go look at this from upstairs. So the big one is very obvious. The little one is tucked away from up here, which is kind of cool actually. So it's a thing you only see from downstairs. And then this is about the same size as that little one, which brings, you know, some parity. I like it. I like it. Okay. So I need, how many did I say? 6 on each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so that's 12. Then I will probably put one in there. So I think I'm gonna go with 12. And then we need one more of the, well, ideally 2 more, right? If we want to light this one up, although this one doesn't count because it's not part of the single room. But if we want our bioluminescence on this one and this one, we'll need 2 more of those. So let's go. I'm gonna go run the grudge pit tonight. We can do the lanterns on stream here. Because like I said, those are from here in town. Easy peasy. And I think it's on the Blood Elf vendor. The neighborhood music is also nice. But it is a stark reminder of how different the music is in the house when you come back out here.
Show me what you found.
All right, elegant table lamp is what that is called, and these are in alphabetical order.
Every
so
sail
we're gonna check out
tells
this
a
guy.
story.
Elegant. Low table lamp. All right, 12 of those bad boys. Thank you, buy 'em all. All right, there's our 12 lamps. Let's go put those in the floors. The only, like, once we get all of our lighting in, we'll do a last sweep. We may want to look at adding slightly more to the plants. So we'll have to take a look at that when we finish and see how we're feeling. All right. Table lamp. I'll lay these out here. 3. I'm going to start with 4, see where that gets us. We're going to make these quite small. I think when I did it before, I put them at 40%, but I'm going to start at 30 and see where that gets us. And then I can go up or down from there. This is one of those things where perspective can really F with you. Because if your camera's too far away, it'll look like you're in the plant, and then you get up here and realize you're in front of or behind the plant and not actually in it. I just want to make sure this isn't poking out anywhere. Like that. I need. Just trying to kind of align this with that plant is like curved, right? So trying to put it in there without the angle on it was not working. All right, I think that's where I want that one. So this is lighting up quite a bit underneath too from the hanging dawnflower. So I might take this one when I put it in and turn it completely upside down to see if we can kind of change the diffusion of the light a little bit. Yeah, see, now we are... So we have the fat end toward the ceiling to get a little more glow up top. This does not have to be perfect up close because we're not going to have folks coming through and like looking that closely. Elegant table lamp. I have so many of them. There we go. I'm just trying to find where this is in comparison to the flower and push it just down into the stem a little bit so that it is giving us glow without sticking out in obvious ways. There we go. Alright, I'm going to do that again. I'm going to turn it upside down. This one's slightly rotated in this direction. Going this guy back here. Once again, I'm going to push it down toward the stem. Make sure it's not poking out down there, that it's nice and covered up. We got a little lack of coverage back here. We'll just downsize it slightly. Like, not unusual in a smaller bloom to like need to size stuff down. This one I feel like I want to also flip it upside down and size it down a bit. Can I get to it? Yes. Now remember, when you size stuff down, it does dim the glow slightly. And when you size it up, it increases the glow. So just keep that in mind when you're working with glowy things. I had to kind of reverse polarity here on the tilt because I turned it upside down. Wait, it really wants to stick out of there, doesn't it? That is as small as it can get. I think it's because it's actually too low. There. That's better. Oh yeah. Okay. You're starting to see this like glow take shape now, right? So we have the bioluminescence at the bottom, but we also have the glow against the rocks to really help these pop out. Turn this one upside down. Looking at the angle on this one, it is slightly tilted. Nope. It really does not like some camera angles when you're trying to grab a hold of certain gimbals. Right about there, I think. So I think for this one down here, I definitely don't need a table lamp in there because it has the hanging dawn flower like right up in it. And I think maybe the same. So maybe those lower ones probably don't need the table lamps. Ooh. All right, let's take a look at that from back here. Oh, yeah. So now these don't look dusky at all. The stems do, which is okay. We wanted that like luminescent glow, and that is now what we're getting. Excellent. All right, I will do that to this guy back here. I might add a couple highlights along the rocks just to, like I might put one actually like right above this because that will also, as you can see, light up the flowers and give some dimensionality to where these ridges are. So now if I go back here, look at that. Holy smokes. That's what I'm talking about. the 360 lighting on those bad boys, and it kind of gives this some dimension, so it doesn't just look like a single rock. There's some cragginess in there, which explains, you know, the hanging plants coming through. All right, I am going to do that for the other paintbrush flower. I'll probably add a spotlight with the smaller runestone, just like I did for the bigger one. And then I will run some delves to get at least one, if not two, of the hanging dawnflower lamp to add to our two other flowers. And I'm gonna have to go get some more lamps, I think, to make this one also look nice. All right. When we reconvene on Tuesday next week, we should have a completed space. We'll take a little walk through, do a recording, and send in our submission. I did add, for anybody that is interested, a 25,000 channel point bonus. So if you would like to spend 25,000 channel points, you can then make a recommendation for a challenge room or a themed room that you would like to see me try. I have set it so that you can only do that once every 3 days. So keep that in mind. If there's something you're very interested in and want to, I will do it, Trug. You got 25,000 channel points. Do it. I have no idea how I would do that, but we will try and make it happen. All right. I could probably actually use Soul's technique for the perspective lighting. All right. We're going to call it there for tonight, and I will see you all on Tuesday. I may pop in Sunday or Monday, depending on what's going on, if I'm really excited about how this is shaping up and if I want to submit it early. So, yeah. Have a lovely night. You know what? I think I want to try and raid out tonight. Let me see who's on around about the Twitch first. If Matt's up, we may raid over there. Let's see. Matt is up. So Matt is one of the guys that I watch, and he introduced me to Profession Shopping List. So I am going to set this up. This is the first time I've done this, so I have no idea what I'm doing. Fun times. Raid. Can I search? I can search. I want Met. All right. I am going to end this stream. Start the raid. If you hang around, we'll bounce you over there. You can see Met. And it would be just a nice thing to do to give him a few views. And so I learned how to do this thing called raiding. So I will see you on Tuesday, if not before.